Right now, you're thinking the blackout is just an inconvenience. You light a candle, check your phone, step outside to see if it's citywide. What you don't realize is that the second the grid dies, you're broadcasting your location to every predator, observer, and opportunist within a mile. The first hour of a blackout isn't quiet. It's reconnaissance. That light in your window? It's a signal flare. That generator hum? A tracking beacon? That voice call to your cousin? A timestamp. You think nothing's happening, but everything is, because the people who move in hour one, they don't knock. They already know you're awake, alone, and exposed. This isn't a theory, it's a pattern, and you're about to walk straight into it. The blackout doesn't start with chaos. It starts with nothing. No bang, no scream, just silence, and the quiet click of your house detaching from the grid like a life support machine losing power. Right now, you think the danger comes later when the stores get looted, when the water runs out, when the streets start to burn. You're wrong. The most dangerous hour of any blackout isn't the one with sirens or gunshots. It's the one where nothing happens. Hour one. 60 minutes of hesitation, denial, and exposure. This is the hour that teaches predators who's weak, who's unarmed, who's alone, and who is what they want. And the worst part? You help them do it. Because for the first 60 minutes, almost everyone is still pretending nothing changed. That's called the human delay curve. It's the invisible reflex in your brain that tells you everything is fine, right up until you're bleeding. Within the first hour, 90% of people are still in what disaster psychologists call normalcy anchoring. They don't lock down. They don't go dark. They react like it's temporary. They flick switches. They open doors. They talk. They light up. They make themselves visible while the people you never saw coming are already in motion. Because the first hour isn't calm. It's reconnaissance. Here's what really activates when the grid goes down. Not ghosts, not fantasies. 3 real-world forces. 3 threat profiles, all of them triggered in the first 60 minutes. 1. The opportunistic predator. He's already out there. He's not panicking. He's hunting. He understands windows of inaction. He knows the average person hesitates for up to 45 minutes before making any survival move. He doesn't need a riot. He needs silence. He's trained for low-light entry, low-risk theft. Fast movement through confused territory. And biologically, he's built different. Low cortisol response, high dopamine sensitivity. That means he feels less fear and more reward. So he moves first. Not because he's brave, because he knows the lights will come back and he'll be gone before they do. 2. The desperate observer. Your neighbor, your passerby, your mailman. They're not predators yet, but they're watching. They see who moves first, who panics, who has backup lighting, who slams a door, who checks a generator. Every reaction becomes a data point, and you give it to them for free. They don't need to know what you have. They just need to know you're worth watching. 3. The blind prepper. This one's tragic. They think they're ready. They're not. They grab the flashlight. They stomp through the house. They light candles. They test their radios. They act like they're showcasing strength. What they're really doing is creating a neighborhood-wide broadcast that says, I have resources, I'm worth the risk. And worse, they confirm who doesn't. Now every opportunist, every desperate observer knows exactly where the advantage lives. Because hour one teaches the world what you're worth and how hard you'll be to take. Here's the real science behind why this hour is lethal. Visual adaptation. Your night vision. The rod cells in your eyes takes 20 to 30 minutes to adjust to true dark. Anyone already outside when the power cuts? Their eyes are fully calibrated. Yours are blind. So the second you turn on a flashlight, you do 3 things. You destroy your own night vision. You reveal your exact location. You project a signal that can be seen up to a mile away. Because with no ambient scatter, even a single LED beam cuts through the black like a signal flare. You don't see them. They see you perfectly. Noise travel triples. In normal life, there's background hum, AC units, traffic, appliances, wind noise. Blackouts kill all of it. Now every door creak, every chair leg drag, every spoken word carries 2 to 3 times farther. Predators don't need to see you. They just follow the sounds. You gave them a trail, heat and smell. Collapse anthropology calls it warm body gravitation. Humans seek warmth. We always have. If you're cooking, they smell it. If your windows leak body heat, they feel it. If you're burning candles, using a generator, making tea, you're not surviving. You're advertising. And then there's behavior. Collapse doesn't turn people into monsters, it reveals their programming. And most people are running loops, power cuts. They check the fridge. They go to the kitchen. They look out the window. They call someone. It's habitual. It's predictable. And predators don't target strongholds. They target habits. Because predictable people die first. Here's how you survive that first hour. It's not about fighting. It's about vanishing. Method 1. Full silent mode. 0 light, 0 noise, 0 movement. Find the dead zone in your home away from glass, street exposure, and thermal escape points. Lower your body temperature if you can. Minimize signature. Still your breathing. Force stillness. In a blackout, your job is to be nothing, because in the first hour, survival is the art of disappearing. Method 2. Information in. Nothing out. No activity, no reactions, just observation. You're building a behavioral echo map. Listen for patterns. Footsteps in clusters, an engine starting, dog barks that don't stop, a door that slams and doesn't reopen. Those are not sounds. They're signals. They show you which houses are reacting, which ones are silent, and which ones may already be breached. Let them play their cards. You keep your hand closed. Method 3. Eliminate your 3 signals. Light discipline. Tape every LED, block every window. No candles, no screens. Acoustic discipline. Walk on soft surfaces. Towels under doors. No voice, no radio, no clicks. Movement discipline. No pacing. No doorway silhouettes. No fridge checks. You don't exist. Blackouts don't kill you. Broadcasts do. Method 4. Prepare for hour 2. Because the second hour, that's when everything changes. Opportunists commit. Observers decide. The panicked make noise. And you? You pass through hour 1 without being named, noticed, or mapped. If hour 1 is clean, hour 2 is winnable. But here's the part that hurts. You've already failed this drill. Every time the power flickers, you check your phone. You flick on a light without thinking. You talk to someone about what's going on. You go outside to check the neighborhood. That reflex, that's your death. Because in collapse psychology, people don't rise to the occasion. They revert. And your habits? They're not safety nets. They're breach points. Your habits are the weakest part of your perimeter. Here's the mirror. In that first hour, most people aren't predators. Not yet, but they are evolving. Because collapse rewires the brain. Your neighbor isn't just a man with a flashlight anymore. He's a scout. That woman walking her dog? She's a map maker. That car that passed by twice? It's not lost. It's learning you. And you're standing at a fork. You're not deciding how to act. You're deciding who to become. The beacon, the target, or the ghost. In the first hour, you don't survive the blackout. You survive yourself. Let me leave you with this. The hour that kills you doesn't look dangerous. It looks like nothing. That's why it works. Because while everyone else waits for the chaos, the smart ones are already gone. The dangerous ones are already moving. And the dead ones? They haven't realized they're already on display. Because the most dangerous hour of any blackout isn't when society collapses. It's when society still pretends it hasn't. When the lights go out, the clock starts, and you only get 60 minutes to decide whether you live unnoticed or die illuminated. When the power dies, will your house vanish into the dark or glow like a target? Will you stay silent, or will your habits give you away? Will the first hour belong to you, or to the people already watching? Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with someone who still thinks blackouts are harmless. Our other breakdowns should be appearing on your screen. Now watch them next, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new briefing. Let me know when you're ready to begin prompt generation or need the next topic.